Hello, Pisces. This is your weekly reading for the 19th through the 25th, or whenever you find it. Do remember time and energy is fluid, not linear. Okay, here comes the oracle. I hope everybody had a great weekend. The Texas Renaissance Festival opened this past weekend, and that's where I was working because I love to do it. But man, was it hot. We had a good crowd, but not as big as it's been in years past. I don't know if it's just weather thing or economy, who knows. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know if, I didn't watch the HBO special, excuse me, about the Texas Renaissance Festival. There was a lot of drama. And then the owner, George Cullum, he cashed out. If you heard the story about that, he exited the building of life on his own terms. That was very unexpected, very strange, very strange. I never met the man myself, but been going to TRF since like '96, so bizarre. Anyway, Pisces, let's see what's going on good with you. We're doing our Halloween oracle, and all these decks are listed in the playlist descriptions if you are interested or want to know more about them. This is like the twins, right? This looks like Gemini energy. Eternal love. Love is, does it say love is love is love? That's what it says, yeah. And it transcends physical death. Oh my goodness. Wow. I think George really loved the fair there too. So they used to do a haunted tour of the park at night. I don't know if they still do that. Someone said they don't. But if George is anywhere, he's probably always going to be there, I would suspect. But that gives me a Gemini lovers energy. Absolutely. Love is love is love. Maybe you're a hopeless romantic, Pisces, I don't know. All right, so Divine Circus, there are good cards, there are not so good cards in this deck. We'll see what you get. Meant for you. Number one, I've never drawn this card. I usually only use this deck for Halloween purposes. So, wow, we'll take a look at that in just a minute. I just heard Janet Jackson, that song, All For You. Oh, I love that song. She was so beautiful in that video. It's all for you, Pisces. I'm losing my voice. This is my first voice of the morning. Here we go. It's like my cat when he first meows at me in the morning. It's like, okay. We're getting there. And we have equilibrium. Okay, this feels like there's a love. This looks like an Ace of Cups, doesn't it? Because we have the shells here, equilibrium. This is a Two of Cups, an Ace of Cups. Meant for you. All right, let's take a look at that. Okay, that is what it is, the eternal love. It's basically saying we are love first and foremost, with or without a body. That's what that's saying. Just remember what you're made of, right? And the equilibrium, it said water and your emotions take whatever form of the vessel. So you are manifesting something with your love, the being that you are. This is great right here. You voiced your intent, setting in motion a natural creative process. What you want has been summoned forth and is now headed your way. Because look, she's got that wand in her hand. This gives me magician energy, empress energy, because you're creating it. It says, don't hesitate, refuse to receive or pass this gift on to another. It is meant for you. Grab it. Within this new opportunity is exactly what you've been wanting and waiting for, what you have been wanting to create, and truly what makes your heart sing. So heart's desire right there with that equilibrium. And it says, don't worry if this opportunity seems to be leading you down a different path to what you expected. All paths lead us to where we need to be. And sometimes the universe has a better idea of what will get us to our destination at the perfect time and along the pathway that will be of the most benefit to us. So sometimes we have detours, but trust your intuition here. Trust what is happening, accept that you deserve good things to happen to you, and don't be shy. Now is your time to step up and open your mouth and your arms and say, thank you, I accept it. Ooh-wee. So something you asked for, you're in alignment with the frequency of it, you're drawing it into you like a magnet. So you have a very powerful manifestation and ability right now. Something you've already wanted is coming in. This is intuition. This is that trust it even if you don't see it right in front of you right away. The universe is really creative in bringing us where we need to be and getting us where we really truly want to be in ways we just couldn't think up ourselves. And I truly believe that. Oh, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe that's what you're wanting. Could be. Leaving a legacy for your family. Oh, I'm starting out with my different cards. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this in reverse. We'll do these first and then we'll clarify with the steampunk. Judgment, some type of transformation here. I had them just in the opposite direction. That's fine. So we're going to clarify with the steampunk this time. We're in backwardsville today. So yeah, this is calling on you to trust your instinct. Look at that. Now you have the 9 of Pentacles. This is that skill or talent. It could be a hidden one. But it says if you use your skill and talents, you're on your way to success. That's what it feels like here. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, and the Emperor. Wow. Okay, so the 2 of Pentacles, this is trusting what you can't see in this process that has already started. Trusting in this process that it's going to lead you where you want to go. I think that when that card was saying you may not understand this path, this detour, but it's going to get you where you want to be. That's what this is feeling like to me, 100%. 100%. You're on the right path, even though you may not see it yet. This is being able to be self-sufficient, little luxuries. That's what it is. And it might be that for some of you, you may not think that you have this special skill or talent, but you do. Maybe you're not aware that it is such a special skill or talent is what I'm thinking. Because if it comes naturally to you and you're naturally good at it, sometimes we don't understand like how special it is because it's always been easy for us, right? But when other people see what you've done or made or whatever it is, they're just like blown away and you are kind of like that's so easy, but not in a condescending way. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is saying just trust this process. You're on the right path to what you're going for here. The Hierophant is very similar to the High Priestess in some ways. It is more, since it's earth energy, it is more traditions and belief structures, but it's still a connection to a higher self. But it's more physically directed, right? With the Pentacles. I hope that makes sense because the High Priestess is more intuition and it's more of an ethereal, magical energy to me. So I feel like this is trust the process here and how things are done in this earthly realm. And we don't see this particular Hierophant holding up the 2 fingers, but in traditional tarot, it's a blessing. So you may be feeling like counting your blessings right now, being in a state of gratitude, because that's the best way to tune into the frequency of receiving, is to be grateful for what you already have. And then more of that will come towards you because you're vibrating the right frequency, the right energy out into the universe, that ripple effect. I do believe that very much. So this feels like a legacy for sure, something you can leave behind to your kids. And I feel like it's more than just these pentacles here, resources, money. It's knowledge and wisdom, teaching the next generation. That's what we're seeing here. Maybe you're being mentored by someone to create this type of legacy here, because we have these two older figures here. That's what this feels like to me. I'm getting a couple different messages there, but this is meant for you to have this wealth and stability. Now, this is an odd couple of cards. We have Judgment and the Emperor. So Judgment, Scorpio, Emperor, Aries. This is a hard control, an iron fist. Things are going to be my way, this way. But there's no stopping this. Judgment is the ending of your old life and the beginning of something new, and you can't stop that process. You have no control over this. Zero. So this is saying there are some things in life you can't control, and you really just have to surrender to this process. You have to. This is non-negotiable. You can't, I don't think you'd want to stop this process, but some of you may have this hard control aspect over things. Not all of you. If this is not, resonating with you, then it's for maybe one person out there. I don't know. But this is something that I think is going to make you very happy, leaving the past behind. But you're going to have to release that control over a situation for it to happen. Now, for some of you, after you have this reawakening, this rebirth, this new life, you might be meeting an Aries, an Emperor, someone who's very, yes, control is one of them, but this is someone who has a very commanding presence. Not necessarily mean or anything, but they're just different. Very strong-willed, strongly opinionated. They do like to have control over things. They feel like a boss, a CEO, something like that. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this right here. So this might be someone you're dealing with. This could be, for some of you, this could be what you're maybe leaving. Maybe if you've been dealing with someone who's very controlling like this, maybe you're ready to start something, a different new life, and be done with this. Because it feels like this is like freedom, and this isn't. You know what I mean? So just take it however that resonates here. That energy, it's controlling, but you can't stop Judgment Day. You can't. That's so odd. So Page of Wands. Fire. Passion, enthusiasm. A lot of excitement. So let's see if we can figure out what this excitement is all about. It could be you taking charge of this reset. Like saying, all right, this is going to happen. It could be that. So we have another page coming in. And now the Five of Wands. You can't fight it. It's going to happen. Ooh. All right. So, oh my gosh, we have the Page of Wands on the Page of Wands. Look at that. And now we have the Eight of Cups coming out. And the Moon. Okay. Woo. So A lot of communication and messages here. We have the cups on the cups here, talking about water, and that water takes whatever form of the vessel it's in. Now, pages can mean, well, they are court cards. So this could be representing people in your life. It could be representing communication with people in your life, right? So we have the Page of Wands twice. This is tons of excitement and enthusiasm for something. Possibly this new beginning, this thing that you're seeing that's happening. Okay, this is just what I'm feeling from this. Really, is just pure excitement. I'm not getting much else from it, to be honest with you. Super duper excited about something, like over the moon excited. Now this one is what's calling to me right now, because I'm not getting anything else on that. The Page of Cups crossed by the Eight of Cups. If you notice, there's a cup missing from this shelf. That's interesting. This is the Eight of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I never noticed that before. So anyway, walking away. This is that equilibrium. Where is your heart's desire? I think you're searching for it. You're going out on this great adventure, because that's kind of a page if you think about it. They are off on a great adventure. They're starting something new. We have that with the Judgment. Perhaps releasing some control over some things. Things aren't... This feels like a detour. It does. A big detour. But I think as long as you keep this joy and this youthful attitude towards this heart's desire, it'll lead you in the right direction. Because this feels like that eternal love is love. You're looking at this cup like it's everything. Whatever this cup is for you. So that equilibrium, what is your heart's desire? What is the shape of that cup? That's what I'm hearing. It's meant for you, whatever it is. This joy, this happiness, this heart's desire. You have to overcome some type of fear, maybe. Maybe it's the fear of letting go of control. Maybe you wanted things to happen in a certain way, because that's what that emperor would do. He's like, it's going to be A, B, C, D, E. You know, he's got a plan. But this is saying you have to be open to how the universe is going to bring it to you. And there might be a detour. There could be a bit of conflict to strengthen you up. Because that's what challenges are. And that's Five of Wands. It's a challenge. It's discord. But it's that moment where the energies are starting to change. But whatever it is, I think it's causing you to face your fears and to become stronger on this journey. Because nobody said it was going to be super easy. There's something here on this detour that the universe is wanting you to experience first. It's going to make, when you get to the destination, when you arrive, when you get this thing you've been wanting, it'll make you appreciate it all that much more. That's what I'm feeling here. But the challenge here, it's like a test. I hate to say that, it's a test. To make sure you don't resonate with the fear part. Because fear equals obstacles in the frequency range. Any type of anxiety, fear, negative mindset. It makes me think of the 8 and 9 of Swords. I call it disaster radio, because it's like your brain is tuning into the lower frequencies. And so I was watching a thing on YouTube last night. I can't remember his name, but he was talking about synchronicities and how to recognize them in your life, because you're going to see synchronicities here, and ask for them as well from the universe to let you know that you're on the right path. And for him, if he sees threes, because he really likes that number 3 like I do, it's like a confirmation from the universe that he's on the right path somehow, some way. So you can ask for those. And how to get out of this is you want to be careful of your mindset, because that's what this is talking about here. You're manifesting something. Something is already on its way, but you have to trust that process. So when this comes up, we have chaos, we have fear. Fear equals obstacles, but gratitude equals solutions and opportunities. So if you think about a radio station, whatever you're tuning into with your frequency, with what's on your mind, what you're vibrating at, that's what you're tuning into. That's what you're in alignment with. And this equilibrium is coming in to remind you about that frequency, that fine tuning. So do be mindful if this starts coming in, to switch your station, your channel here, to the gratitude channel, to the happiness channel, to make sure your frequency and your vibration is high and positive. And he said he had a synchronicity journal, which I thought that's a good idea, because then it really aligns your frequency with the things that happen that seem random, but they're really not. Like, I was getting off at 7 o'clock from the fair, and I don't really like that too much because I have astigmatism and I don't like the lights coming at me at night because they stretch and, it's just hard to see. And never happened before. The boss comes out and says, I need to let somebody go home early. I was like, me, I'll go, because I didn't want to drive at night. But there it was. And I manifested that. I was on that same frequency of it, right? Within, I don't know. It was just that morning I was thinking about it. So it happened. Okay, look at that. Now you have the 10 of Cups. Lovely. 4 of Wands. Strength card. Inner strength and strength of mind. This is the Rocky theme song you're tuning into. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. There you go. That's the channel I want you to tune it into. Yes. Let's hope the frequency stays high here. I used to have that as my ringtone for a while. That was one of them. That and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I don't have those kind of ringtones anymore, but there it is. Rocky theme song. 4 swords. We have the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. Okay. All right, then. Something's changing here. 10 of Cups, happiness, triumph after difficulty. We see that difficulty here. We see a little bit of difficulty here, but it's saying you're going to get through it. You just have to relax and trust this process. Make sure you're tuned into the Rocky station, that you can do it, that you'll get through it. That's what this is saying. This is like resting after going through this transition. This detour for some of you is going to be easy, and for some of you it might be a bit more challenging. I'm feeling. You be like, oh my gosh. It's kind of like those people, you know what it reminds me of? Those people like, oh, I'm going to go out on a quick day hike. Suddenly, following a butterfly or some kind of weird thing, they find themselves off the path. Can't find it. Didn't bring anything with them. They thought they were just going to go on a quick little jaunt and come right back. Weeks later and completely famished. Sometimes they're found. I say sometimes. But Hey, luck favors the prepared. I feel like you're going to pull through this with flying colors. But I do see this rest after some type of challenge here, something that you are overcoming for sure. So the Four of Wands is your commitments and partnership. This is going to test your commitments to what this is you're wanting to bring in. I do feel like this is a test, you guys. I've felt it before. I've said it in this reading. It does feel like a test. And it's not meant to make you want to give up at all. This is to strengthen you, to help you focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses, to become stronger. That's the whole point. Just like I said with that card, this detour is there to benefit you, to make you stronger. And that's what this Five of Pentacles is. It's about focusing on your strengths, not weakness. So, are you committed to this path and this journey? I think so. It looks to me like you are. Now, some of these ships are going out and some are coming in. This is that you've put something out into the universe, and it is confirming here with this that your ships are coming in. You're in alignment. Going through a little bit of turbulence, we'll call it turbulence, to strengthen you, to fortify you, to make you stronger of character with this strength card. That's what this whole journey is about here. But something is about to land. It's coming to fruition here. Something you asked for, something you want. It's right here. So close. It is so close. Ooh, fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. And that's what this is, for sure. It is a positive transformation. Look at that. Proposal or romantic or business opportunity is indicated. At first, I thought this was going to be a love reading. I really did with these cards here, but it's talking about who you are as a being, as we all are, light and love. But for some of you, we do have these commitments, partnerships. It could be business. It could be other. Integration. Wow, multidimensional healing. This is huge. And maybe that's why this turbulence here doesn't feel too bad, but it's something that the universe knows you need. It's going to transcend dimensions, this. And it could be that some other version of you is doing something similar. I mean, because this goes both ways. So if you start count those synchronicities when they come through. Because something magical is happening here, not just for you, but for other versions of you. All right, cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. I think this is probably what's starting this whole thing. Oh, diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I think this opportunity, this alignment with what you want is the gift. Now we have broken ring. Parting of the ways, either in romance or business. And the cracked cup. This could be part of the turbulence, something not working out because it wasn't meant to be, either right now, not the right time, not the right dimension, possibly. I wouldn't worry about these things. This feels like the fork in the road. This isn't what these are not the droids you're looking for. That's kind of what this is. So I think when you trust this process, it's trying to put you where you really, really want to be in the best way, is what I'm feeling here, Pisces. This is a very interesting reading. I feel like it was coming through from different dimensions. Or maybe even like your higher self was trying to come through me in this reading to let you know that you're on the right path. You just have to be brave and trust this process. Okay, Pisces, let me know what you think of this video. Did it resonate with you? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.